everybody, and welcome back to another Tiny Toonkind 12 frames per second. My name is Magic, and I'm here with my wonderful friend.
Hello, I'm Sotoro.
And I forgot. I am going to be playing the small, real kind bird Croak this evening.
I'm gonna be playing the small, Toonkind Cass. Very tiny, strong child. 9-year-old
Yes,
child, yes.
and we love them. All right, so Croak is going on a bit of a journey today. They've gone on this journey many times, enough where someone might be able to tell the pattern of where they're going, to go pick some mushrooms. And that is my intro.
Beautiful! Great, okay. I can work with this.
Okay.
I can work with this, don't worry.
Nice.
Well, first, So, Croak.
Yeah.
You've been on this route plenty of times. You get going there and getting your mushrooms and all that, and then you see a little peculiar thing. Um, you see like one of the mushrooms, nicely over there on one side, and and there is a stick right next to it,
A
and
stick.
and and what the stick is holding on top of it is a box right on top of the mushroom.
Okay. Fun fact about Croak that no one realized this yet because this is set before. This is set before. This is set before Cold House. This is set before even probably the Lester FPS with Croak. Croak really likes sticks, and they do like mushrooms, but they don't eat them. They just like collecting them. So they're gonna take the stick while not standing under the box. They're just gonna take the stick.
It was exactly what I was thinking. It was exactly. The
Yeah.
box falls down on top of the mushroom, and Croak now has a stick.
Croak is very proud of themselves. They have forgotten about the mushroom under the box and are continuing to head to their main mushroom collecting area. They have a stick. They are very proud now.
Oh my god! I love them so much. Beautiful. Okay.
I'm sorry. It's fun.
And just in the very, very far corner, you can hear the slightest peck.
Uh, hmm. Should I roll something to see if Croak thinks of anything? Because otherwise they're just gonna keep
Sure.
walking.
Go for
I don't
it.
know. What do I roll? What should I roll?
I don't. What is Croak rolling?
Um, I want to just say a vibe check to see if anything's wrong,
Okay.
but
I will say that's a insight.
insight. Okay. I
Okay.
think Croak just thinks that was kind of weird, but it's okay. They have a stick now.
All is good in the world when you have a stick.
That was one weird occurrence, but now they have a stick.
Yeah. So everything is fine. Okay, what's next on the list? Okay, Croak, can you do me a deck save?
A deck save? Wonderful.
Yes.
What is my deck save?
I don't know. What is your deck save?
It's a +3. Oh.
So, Croak, you see this string right on where you're going, and you just walk. I don't know, would Croak walk over the string, or
Is it like I think Croak walks over the string and then looks at the string like, huh, there's a piece of string here. That's
does,
interesting.
does Croak
And then,
follow where the string goes?
uh, maybe, hold on. No. For the audience at home, that was a 2, which means it's a 1 because Croak has a -1 to intelligence. I just think there's a string there. That's pretty neat.
Oh my god! I already love this. I already love this.
Yeah, Croak just thinks it's really neat that there's a string there, and they're pretty sure one of the other tinies, like, they like strings, right? Maybe Croak afterwards should go tell them that there's a string here. Doesn't know what the purpose of the string is, but,
It's a
you know,
string.
Croak doesn't have a hammer space. They don't really want to carry it around because, like, their basket is very small because they are very small. But,
You
they'll
know.
keep it in mind for later.
Beautiful. Let me see if I can roll something then.
So that you can give like a camera wide shot to what would have happened.
You know what? Well, first let me do the. Yeah, you know what? So, camera wide shot. The camera like expands as Croak walks along and expands, and then you see the string just being tied up like very, very tightly. And once it was broken, it would have like triggered a trap, which has like a cage made out of sticks that should have come down into Croak.
Oh, Croak would have been ecstatic. It's a full thing full of sticks. It's an upside down nest. It's an upside down nest.
Yes, it's an upside down nest.
Alright. Oh,
Beautiful. Okay. What's next? Yes.
It's okay, take your time.
Okay. As Croak is walking along, just usual path where the mushrooms are. You see like a napkin neatly laid out on the ground. Right on where the route is.
Croak just kind of walks up to it, looks at it, and then walks on top of it.
Oh, beautiful. Make it Dex save. Yeah, sure, Dex. Oh yeah, that saves. That saves. Okay. Croak, when you take a step forward, you feel the napkin like kind of sink down with your step.
Oh boy. Croak is going to just very slightly be surprised, but like I want to say, boy, what would they do to save themselves? They'd probably just like they'd try to just like run forwards.
Oh
And
my
despite
god.
being a real kind, they kind of do the Toon thing of it slips behind them as they're running on it, so in air.
Oh my god.
And then like as the final step is made, Croak just kind of falls flat face first on the other side.
Yes. Yes. Okay. You see, so the napkin is flinched away, and you see laid out a hole, a pit that someone has carefully made.
Oh, wonderful. That wasn't here before. Is there anything down the pit?
Uh, it's just a pit. It's just dirt and some mushrooms.
Disappointing. There's mushrooms down there, but Croak is very small, and they do not feel like climbing. They don't have any rope on them right now. So they're just gonna be like, huh, I'll remember that for next time. In their mind, because they didn't speak that out loud. They don't do that. And they're gonna keep walking.
Just imagine. Okay, you just slide camera shift into a shadow that just has like her hands and her hands, just like she's like utterly distraught that none of these has been working so far.
Cass is trying very hard, and I love her for it.
Oh my god. Okay. Uh. Okay, Croak. Next on the list.
Okay.
So, roll me a perception or investigation.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that perception because
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
investigation's a -1. Hey, that's an
Okay.
unnatural 20.
So, Croak, as you're walking along, you start to notice, like, string tied up on string, tied up on string that looks like kind of like nets scattered about that are kind of they're like halfway hidden with like like dirt or like very like crunched up leaves or fabrics or stuff like that, just trying to stay hidden. Croak, you see right through this. You see there are like nets.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my parents came to ask me about food.
You're valid.
Yeah, I ate beforehand. Don't worry about it.
Okay, okay, good.
Yeah, nets on the ground.
Yes.
Huh. Croak notices these. I'm gonna roll. So I'm gonna roll intelligence to see if Croak knows what these are. No, there is
Oh
weird. Like, does it kind of look like spider string?
my god. Yeah, a little bit.
Um, Croak Croak is going to inspect one of these to see if there's any spiders on it, like small spiders, like
So,
very small spiders.
does Croak like lift them or?
No, just kind of like walk up to them and maybe poke one with their stick to try to get some of the dirt off of it.
Okay, so you poke one with the stick, and the and the net just scrunches out and goes right on top. Like it's it was like the trap set off, and it caught only dirt.
Oh, uh, Croak looks kind of surprised. They haven't. I don't. I'm gonna roll a history to see if Croak's ever seen one of these before because Croak came from outside,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I don't know if they've seen one before or if like they've heard of it. That's a 17. Yeah,
Oh damn.
Croak knows this is like some sort of snare trap,
Mm-hmm.
and Croak is concerned. Like, why is there a snare trap in the middle of this? What they call it, a building? But uh, Croak Croak's not gonna question it. They've heard it's a good way to catch food for people who need to catch food this way, so they're just gonna step around the traps from now on.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Beautiful. Okay. just
and they're just they're taking their time going across this assumably giant trap field, but like they're still making their way across it.
okay. Oh my god. So we have reached the final trap that I have prepared.
Oh boy, is it the final trap or the final trap?
it's the it's the final, you know?
Okay, okay,
If it doesn't go according to plan, I have a plan, okay?
okay, okay.
Okay.
This is fine. Yeah,
This is fine. Don't
it's
worry
fine.
about it.
It's fine.
Okay. So, what should you roll?
Croak is still very focused on these web-like traps, by the way. They're not paying attention to anything else.
You're not paying attention. Okay, so let's say a deck save.
A deck save.
Since you're not paying attention.
Can I roll a
Beautiful.
disadvantage? I want to fail this. I
Okay,
want to fail
okay.
this.
Okay, go for it.
Please. I do want to fail this. God damn
No. Okay, we're going to plan B. Don't worry.
God damn it, Croak. I wanted to fail the roll. Oh boy.
So,
Alright.
Croak, you hear like you just like step ahead, and then you just hear like it's sharp snapping, and then just nothing really. You don't really notice anything.
Huh. That was weird.
That was weird. And then finally, you hear rustling in the like little far background as something starts to get closer to you,
Oh.
Croak.
Oh, wonderful.
How
Oh.
does
Should
Croak react?
Croak kind of freezes because like they didn't expect someone. Hello. Croak is not exactly holding their stick defensively, but they are like holding onto their stick.
Okay. There is more rustling, and out comes a tiny toon child that looks very, very angry. You're
Oh.
supposed to go to the thing. No, no, no! Stop there! She just carefully like points to a spot on the ground. Go over
Okay.
there!
Uh, uh, Croak is Croak. Okay. Croak hesitantly walks over to the spot. Like Croak is very afraid of Cass. This is a small, angry thing that is yelling at them. They don't understand half the words they are saying.
And then Croak, you hear the snapping sound again, and you feel something wrapped around your foot, and then you're lift right up.
Oh. Oh boy! Croak is now hanging upside down. Still
I
clutching
caught
his
you!
stick.
I caught you! I caught you now! I caught you now! It's okay now! And Cass is just like starting to like circle around Croak, and I'm gonna do this, okay?
Okay.
Uh,
It's a 13.
yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Yep.
That's an 11.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
Cass is starting to move around like, I've been trying to catch you! Hold us up! And suddenly there's that snapping sound again, and this tiny child, this Cass has been caught in her own trap.
And now they are both hanging upside down.
They're both hanging upside down.
Croak is looking at Cass from their upside down position.
No! I wasn't supposed to! No!
Croak is still staring, but they are like kind of holding onto their stick a little bit tighter and a little bit closer to the chest.
Oh, Cass is starting to try to fight the trap, just swing it around a bit more and more. It's just so frustrated.
Oh boy.
This takes a bit. I'll be honest.
Croak, as Cass continues just like waving around, I think Croak is going to notice that maybe this tiny is not as dangerous as they thought. Maybe. And they're gonna kind of like reach out to wave hello.
Cass stops and glares.
Croak's right back to holding that stick close to their chest.
She just looks at Croak and she crosses her hands and just I bet you're really happy with yourself, huh?
You can roll an insight if you want to, but Croak is still staring blankly.
Insight. Oh, beautiful. Insight, yes. Cass is so good at that. Oh!
That's a 15. Cass, this bird has no idea what the fuck is going on. Croak, this bird doesn't seem happy, but they don't seem sad. They are just confused. Oh boy.
She tilts her head like, you caught me! And I caught you! And now we're trapped here until who knows how long!
Croak is still staring at you. Croak isn't doing anything except for hanging upside down.
She's just like, just starts to like wave her hand in front of Croak like, hello! Do you understand
Croak waves
anything
back.
I'm saying? Oh.
Croak waves back. It's a small little wave. They are still very intimidated by you, Cass.
She stops and just like waves again.
Croak waves back.
She waves.
Croak waves back.
I think you know where this is going a bit. She just starts to like wave more enthusiastically.
Croak speeds up their waving as well. Croak has no idea what's going on, but this seems to be working. Sherry is something.
She starts to like wave even more, like really fast.
Oh, okay. Croak almost manages to meet your speed, but at some point they just kind of slow down. Like, they're still waving, but they're not waving as vigorously as Cass.
No. And she stops and like, why do you slow down?
Croak kind of pauses, and for the first time this session, they're gonna talk. I need to get my Croak voice. Hold on. Can't.
Can't?
They nod.
Can't what?
Fast.
You were just doing it.
Croak kind of holds onto their stick. They seem like they don't really want to talk about it, but can't. And they sort of like wave their arms, not the same pace that Cass was going, but like almost the same pace. But they don't wave them any faster.
You can't wave?
They shake their head no.
Okay, let me roll an intelligence check real quick.
Okay. Yeah, it's a 15.
Let me just say that will be enough.
Yeah, they can't wave their arms fast for some reason. And it's not like, it's probably a physical thing.
So like, are you okay? She like tries to like go and poke, but she's like she has to like gain momentum to even try to like touch.
Croak nods. Just like, yeah, they're fine. They're fine.
Why?
They're fine. Oh boy. Croak thinks for a moment. They don't have words for this. So instead they're gonna do something else. Basically, they're holed up by one of their bird legs. But the fun thing about bird feet is they have claws on them. And so Croak is going to use their other foot to sort of position themselves, like so their back is facing Cass,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna reach their head around to the back of their dress and pull it down a little bit, so like the upper back is exposed.
Okay.
And there is a large curved scar right in the middle of their back that looks kind of like a bird beak. A scar left by one of those.
Oh.
And Croak lets go of it, so the dress shirt goes back up, and they just kind of nod, and they turn around to face Cass again.
So you got hurt by them too.
Croak nods again.
Are you gonna hurt me?
Croak looks very confused and shakes their head no.
Cause that's what birds do.
Croak nods their heads, like, yeah, that is what birds do.
Then why
They
are
would
you
know.
not gonna? You're a bird,
Croak nods their head.
but you're not gonna hurt.
Croak shakes their head.
But you're a bird.
Croak. This is Croak knows this is getting them nowhere. And all right. Bird eat bird, and they like kind of motion around to pat the back of their back again.
Bird eat bug.
Bird eat bird. And Croak puts their stick in their small claw, their small bird foot, and puts both hands out very wide them, and then brings their hands in so they're like very close together, and goes, us.
So you're part of us.
Croak nods.
Then what do you eat?
Croak thinks for a minute, and Croak thinks for a minute, and then positions their stick, their very fancy stick with all their baubles on it, and channels a bit of magic into it. There's a spark of green and a twinge of orange, and 10 good berries appear on every single one of the parts.
Oh.
And they pop one off, and they hand it to Cass.
Cass kind of swings a bit and takes it.
All right, you now have a singular good berry.
So you. But then, why have you been hanging out with Lester a lot?
Croak tilts their head, and then kind of shrugs.
You've been hanging out with him, and you aren't gonna eat him.
Croak shakes their head. They are very confused at that fact.
Then why are you spending more time with him than him with me?
I'm gonna just... That is in fact not the D20 button. Just gonna go. Oh, that's a natural 20. Okay.
Oh.
That's lovely. That was Croak's wisdom check to understand emotions.
Oh.
Croak pauses and Croak looks at the string, like the rope that is holding them up, and then looks back at Cass and holds out their hand. Come with?
Cass very carefully takes the hand.
Alright. You are holding Croak's hand. And, oh boy. Croak does not have any sharp objects, but they do have their spells. And they've only used one spell slot. And they grab their stick in their other hand, and they take off the branch where they took off the good berry for you, and they cast Flame Blade.
Oh my god. Oh my god, okay.
And they're going to go cut Cass's string.
Make an attack roll for string?
Oh god, I didn't pull this up because I didn't think this would happen. But string can't really move. This is a flame blade.
Yeah, you know what? Even just having been a bit close.
Yeah.
Okay. So, girl, you bring this thing close to the strings, and then they just like start to burn off, and then the two of you plop into the ground.
Croak sits up and just kind of dusts themselves off before standing up fully again.
Wait, I know. Wait,
their...
I want to see if something happens. Wait.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Okay.
Cass lands in her head, and now she's stuck because Cass has 3 horns, and now they're sunk into the ground.
Oh no!
Cass is like, no, hey,
Croak is going to try to pull you up, I guess, to try to get you out of the ground.
Sure.
That's a 14.
Yeah, that works. I say that works.
Okay. Croak pulls you out of the ground and sort of just like, you're pulled out of the ground and you're on the floor again because Croak couldn't lift you up. This bird is very weak. But you're now out of the ground and they kind of offer a hand at you again.
She flops into the ground, eyes the hand, and just takes it.
Alright. Croak helps you up, but they don't let go of your hand, and they're continuing to walk towards the mushroom patch.
Cass just like starting to like dust off her dress, and then she feels like she's being pulled like, where are we going?
And Croak looks at you and is just like, and they nod. You're going.
Cass has question marks around her. She is confused.
Croak thinks for a moment. Like they're really thinking. They're trying to think of words. Hang out?
Hang out?
They nod.
Cass did not think this far. Cass did not think this far.
Look, Croak is using a process called thinking. Cass wanted to hang out with Lester. Lester's not here. Croak is here. And so they can hang out. Obviously.
Just the process, the steps and how all of this just laid out. Nothing is going according to plan, and now she's just going with the motions at this point.
Yeah, they're gonna go hang out.
You're gonna go hang
Gonna go
out.
pick some mushrooms.
The cat just lets them lead.
All right. You set your traps kind of spaced out across Croak's path, so the end trap was not too far from the mushroom patch,
Mm-hmm.
and this is no small-sized mushroom patch. This is no small-sized mushroom patch. This mushroom patch has ranges of very small mushrooms and very big mushrooms. It is obvious that probably someone should have cleaned this place out a long time ago, and then nobody did.
The needs of a janitor in Dodo. Is there a janitor in Dodo Studios? That is the question.
Yeah, it's some old forgotten corner that Croak had to walk through multiple walls, multiple cracks in the walls, go through a floorboard, that sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys are stood in the middle of a mushroom patch. And Croak walks up to like where the smaller mushrooms are and kind of puts their basket down and starts looking at the mushrooms.
Cass just leans over. She
And
has no idea what she's doing now.
all right, Croak holds out a mushroom for you to like see.
Cass sees. She tilts her head.
Poison. And Croak puts it in the basket.
What? Poison? Is
Croak
that
nods.
bad?
Croak nods again.
More question marks. But why are you taking the ones that are bad?
Croak considers this for a moment and shrugs and then continues to pick up another mushroom, and they show it to you again, and poison, and then puts it in the basket.
And Cass sees this. Cass then starts to look around the patch and then just kind of wanders off a bit and just grabs a random mushroom. Do I roll what kind of mushroom it is? I don't know.
Sure, roll a d2.
Okay.
See if it's poisonous or not.
D2.
Alright. Cass, you now have a mushroom.
Cass grabs the mushroom and then walks up to Croak and then shows it to him. Poison?
Croak nods and then motions to take the mushroom.
And Cass gives it to Croak.
Alright, Croak puts it in the basket.
Cass then just starts to nod. Yeah, okay. And then she goes off and grabs a bigger one. And she just sort of tugs on it and then takes it off. She's a strong girl, don't question it. And then goes to Croak and then shows it to them. Poison?
Croak looks at it. This is probably a bigger mushroom than them.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of looking at Cass now. This is a really big mushroom. They can't. What are they supposed to do with this? It's really big. Croak walks up closer to it and yeah, this thing is bigger than Croak. This thing is bigger than Croak. This thing is bigger than Croak. And They look at it. They look at it. I'm gonna roll a d2 to see if it's poisonous or not.
Okay.
They shake their head. It is not poisonous.
Okay. And she lifts up the mushroom again, and then hurries on where, like, the hole where the mushroom was, and just plops it back in there.
Croak. Croak. You know what? Croak is following after Cass. Just like, and they kind of like inspect the mushroom, and then like they push on it a little bit. It does not budge in the slightest. This bird is not strong.
Oh.
And they're kind of just like walking around it to try to figure out how the hell Cass just lifted up. Look, this bird is not strong. They don't know what's happening.
Cassis just starts to like look around again. She sees a bigger mushroom, and she wants to take her chances.
Oh boy! Can I pick that one up too?
I'm just gonna roll strength. Yeah, just gonna roll strength on this one. Should I do advantage for the joke of it?
Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Come on, dice mushroom. Yeah!
At 13, you pick up this giant mushroom. It's 100% bigger than Croak.
Cass picks it up, and then, well, first off, let me just. And then it goes to Croak, and then shows the mushroom to Croak. Poison!
Croak nods.
And Cass starts to go to the basket.
Oh no! Oh no! Hold on! Hold on! Yeah, Croak does not stop you! Croak does not stop you.
Cass goes to the basket, and then just wait. Let me just do one for her. Would that be enough?
Enough. I want to say no for the joke.
Okay. Cass goes to the basket, and then just starts to like flop the big mushroom into the basket.
This is a real kind basket because Croak is a real kind. It crushes the basket.
Cass doesn't realize this. Cass doesn't see this. She feels like she did a good job.
Croak is just kind of staring, and they think for a moment. Like, their basket just got crushed. They ain't gonna take anything home. You know what? They might have a little bit of fun. You know, with mushrooms. And Croak walks over to Cass and sort of tugs on her arm.
Yeah?
And Croak points at one of the... It's not as big as the one you just picked up, but like the first one you picked up, points at it, and then makes a tossing motion. Croak wants you to throw it.
Where?
And Croak just kind of shrugs.
Cass takes that. She hurries on to the medium mushroom, I guess.
Yeah.
And picks it up. And what is throw? I'm just gonna go with strength.
Yeah, because you're just straight throwing it.
Okay.
With no help. Yeah. Alright. You curveball this thing into a wall. There is a big splat on the side of the wall here. A big mushroom splat.
Cass just like giggles to herself.
Croak is just kind of staring at where you threw it. Because man, that is very far. They couldn't even pick that up. That is very far. That is very far. That is very far. I'm gonna roll Croak a wisdom save.
Okay.
Croak passed that wisdom save. The next thing they were gonna ask is for you to toss them,
Oh no!
which would have been a bad idea.
Oh
But
my god, Croak!
luckily, their wisdom saves are +5. So
Oh my god.
that is a bad idea. They know that is a not good thing to do.
Like, Croak says the splat, and it's just like, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, this small, not a child. This small friend, this small family is very, very strong. It's very strong.
Cass just like, has her hands on her hips, and it's just like beaming, like, yeah, she did a good job. She doesn't know why, but like, she did a good job.
Yeah. And Croak just kind of walks next to Cass and is just, I don't know. Croak's just chilling there now. Their basket's been destroyed. They can't pick up the mushroom that was put in the basket either, so they can't like try to grab it back. They're not gonna say anything. Like they rolled a nat 20 on that feelings check,
Yeah.
and this is making Cass happy, and Cass was not happy before, so they're just gonna take it.
And Cass like, looks at Croak and then looks around the mushroom patch and just like, I could probably take another big one.
Croak nods.
And Cass hurries along to get another big mushroom.
Oh boy.
I think this just goes on for a bit, huh?
Yeah. They're just derping around in this mushroom patch.
Yeah.
Like, Cass wanted to hang out with someone, and Lester isn't here, and Croak is here, and that's like one half of the people that Cass wanted to hang. They assume that's one half of the people that Cass wanted to hang out with, because Cass did mention both Croak and Lester.
Aww.
So, hey, now they're hanging out. This is fun.
Yeah. I say, like, after a few more mushrooms and splatting,
Yeah.
she kind of, like, looks at Croak, like, I guess you're not too bad.
Croak. Croak doesn't know what to say in response to this. They don't know what to motion in response to this, so they're just gonna kind of stare, sort of blankly-ish.
Cass just, like, looks a bit, like, to the left, and looks at Croak, and then goes and, like, briefly hugs them for just a little bit, and then lets go.
Oh. Croak did not even have time to respond. They didn't respond at all, but they kind of looked confused for a second, and then looked back at Cass, and then, that was pretty fun. Croak's gonna try the same thing and hug Cass.
Cass just, like, stands there, like, shoot, did not expect this.
Croak is very fluffy. They have feathers. This is not when they had their sweater or their scarf. So, like, they have a lot of feathers. They have a lot of feathers, Cass. It's getting all in your face. But it is a nice fluffy hug.
She slowly hugs back and just, like, kind of, like, a little bit, like, pets the feathers a little bit because, oh, this is soft. It's soft.
Yeah, it's very soft. It's a little cold, but it's very soft.
We can hang out if you want again.
Croak seems to perk up at that and just nods again. They are nodding very fast.
Oh, Cass just like you think she's grinning. You can't really. She doesn't have a visual mouth, but you see her eyes, just like that crescent kind of shape.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
And then
boy.
she starts to like nod too.
And do they go faster again?
Yeah.
Uh, Croak, is keeping up this time with the nodding. Like even when the heads start to blur, Croak is still keeping up. I'm gonna roll.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna roll something for Croak.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right,
Oh.
that's fine. Yep, they keep up. They keep up just fine. That's a 21. That was a roll to see if they got dizzy or not.
Oh, let me check for Cass. Hold on.
That was a Constitution, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a con save, because, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what? I'll take this. And Cass is like at some point, she kind of like stops a little bit, and then she's like starts to sway. And like, you just see like little swirls in her eyes.
Croak is going to attempt to catch you. No! Croak attempts to catch you, but as you start to fall over, you just take Croak with you.
Oh,
Croak
no,
is...
they're both on the ground.
Yeah!
Oh.
Yeah! You're both on... Croak is very light, by the way. You noticed this by now. Croak is very light. Like, Croak is not even as heavy as probably some of the smaller mushrooms you picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Croak is very light.
Oh, baby. I can't like stays dizzy for a little while, and then she shakes her head to kind of like shoo off the swirls and stars or whatever. And she like slowly, like wobbly gets up, and then she grabs Croak's hands and then just pulls them up.
It's very easy. You might even overcompensate a little because you're expecting something heavier, but no, they just kind of go fly.
You know what? She pulls them up and just accidentally lifts them up.
Yeah, you are now holding a bird. You are now holding a bird. This bird, who is taller than you, is now just being held. They're fine with this. It's fine.
Oh my god. Caston suddenly has like a little bit of an idea. And she like kind of shifts her hands a bit so she's holding Croak more towards by the chest.
Uh-huh.
And then she's like, spread your arms and legs, your legs and arms and things.
Croak blinks at you. They did not catch those instructions at all.
Just spread them.
And they spread their arms out.
Cass gets a like good hold on Croak, and then she starts to run.
Oh boy. Oh boy. How fast are you? Are you running your full barbarian speed?
Yeah.
Can you roll an insight on Croak?
Okay. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Croak seems delighted at this.
Oh.
Croak is very happy. They're flapping their wing hands a little bit, but not a lot.
Mhm.
It's almost like they're flying.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Do you want to end it on that imagery?
Yes.
Of
yes.
running around in circles holding Croak?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy, Soto, that was fun.
That was fun. That was
fun.
delightful. That was cute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was great. That was fun.
Yes.
Oh, that was fun.
We should end the recording, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.